Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, street jump-up hours have been reduced as officials scale back this year's carnival celebrations. Cable and Wireless Flow registers its commitment to supporting Carnival, or rather Dominica's Carnival. And Ross University asked to consider making redundant staff a priority when operations resume. The details coming up. Stop in the news. The boss of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later, says the trade union has been trying to engage the Ross University management on making staff, the redundant staff, a priority when operations resume at the university.
General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later, told Channel 5 News 154 out of 300 employees received redundancy letters on Thursday.
I mean, anytime people are working and they lose their jobs, that is not good news for us. That is not comforting to anyone. However, Ross wrote and indicated to us that they had been keeping the people at work, or the employees at work, for some time, although there is not much to be done since they had moved out of Dominica following the devastation caused by the hurricane. And a decision was taken that out of St. Kitts they would be moving to Tennessee, and that is for this semester. And as a result, they could not continue having the people on the payroll because there was no work to be done.
Staff chose the redundancy option after their trade union met with them to explore the benefits in the long run.
We looked at the differences between layoff and redundancy, although the redundancy was what was being advanced by Ross University. And at the end of it, it was felt that the redundancy would be the better of the two things, since with layoff they would be home and not getting a salary, not getting any form of income, whereas with the redundancy they would be getting their package.
Among redundant staff benefits include pension and gratuity, medical insurance and remuneration under the redundancy law.
We have since written to Ross and explaining to them that upon resumption of operations in Dominica, that we are requesting that consideration be given to those employees who have been displaced. Well, I believe government has a great responsibility to do all that it can to ensure that Ross resumes operation in Dominica. I'm not sure how much has been done. I believe certain things are happening. I'm not too sure what they are.
The medical school maintained a core staff here while it temporarily relocated, offering classes on a cruise ship docked off St. Kitts coast and later to facilities belonging to Lincoln Memorial University in Tennessee. Idona John Baptist, Channel 5 News.
In other top stories, police have charged 36-year-old Haywood Augustine of Portsmouth with the shooting death of Derek Peter. Peter was shot to the back of his neck near the Benjamin's Park at 11 a.m. on New Year's Day. Augustine was brought to a magistrate's court where the charge of murder was read to him. He has been remanded to the state prison. The hours of Carnival Street Jump-Up this year have been cut as Carnival organizers have scaled back on the celebrations. This means Carnival Monday and Tuesday jump-up will end at 6 p.m. instead of the usual 10 p.m. Tourism Minister Senator Robert Tong said Hurricane Maria has caused both the carnival hours and budget to be reviewed.
Obviously, the entire country does not have electricity as we would like it to be, and we have to ensure that our people and our visitors are as safe as possible. So the intention is to ensure that Carnival ends at an early time to give persons the ability to get home safe. What it means is that we have to manage our time and enjoy the Carnival throughout the period of time.
When it comes to the justification for hosting Carnival this year against the backdrop of millions of dollars lost due to the hurricane, Tong says the event will help generate income for many service providers.
Carnival and these type of events provides a lot of economic activity, especially to our hotels. And after the storm, many of them have been impacted. They did not get the revenue that they would have loved to have gotten after for the Music Festival. So just imagine how much impact it'll have on their bottom lines, and also the impact it'll have on them being able to keep staff in the hotels. At some point, if you can't pay your salaries, then you're going to have to release staff. So there has to be economic activity, not only for the hotels, the restaurants, the taxi drivers, the tour guides, the persons who sell items along the road. And based on the studies that were done, whenever we have these activities, whatever we spend, you get a multiplication effect in the economy between 7 to 9 times that amount.
The carnival budget has been cut by more than half this year.
For the last 2 years, the amount that we spent was about $720,000. We have brought it all the way down to $263,000. So the budget has been significantly reduced, bearing in mind the time that we are in.
And leading telecommunications company Flow has reaffirmed its corporate responsibility to support Mass Dominic 2018. Regional Marketing Manager of Cable and Wireless Business, Karim Gist, says the company pledged its support to the festival's committee without knowing what the future of Carnival this year would be.
When we listened and waited patiently to find out if we were having festivities this year, in fact, I made a call in to Colin and Val and to pledge our support, not knowing what that figure would be and not knowing how the budgets would align. But we wanted to make sure that our brand was associated with the continuous art form, the continuous culture, and obviously the continuous need and thirst to celebrate what we consider as true Dominican traditions and culture.
Gist says Flow will also extend its sponsorship to carnival groups.
We have pledged our unwavering commitment to support Carnival this year, albeit a smaller program. But we feel happy about it. We feel that our brand will still continue to get the exposure, and our participation not only extends to the DFCs and DDA, but we are in conversations with troops and groups and costume bands, actually.
Dominicans have been told that their future is in their hands. Prime Minister Skerrit says Dominicans have a responsibility to future generations and they must decide whether they'll destroy or build the country. He challenged senior public servants, including permanent secretaries recently, not to see themselves as bystanders or an audience. Mr. Skerrit said as actors and leaders they should expect nothing less than excellence from themselves while not allowing mediocrity from their colleagues. The Prime Minister believes senior public servants have an opportunity now to implement a strategy that can make Dominica more resilient and ensure the country's survival. He believes public servants are well placed to make a difference in many lives through the efficient implementation of government policies post-Maria.
We don't have to have children in schools to care about the well-being of our students. And we don't have to be a patient at the hospital to care about the well-being of the patients. Because with the thousands of farmers who've lost their daily bread, as we call it, we have to be very efficient in getting them back on their feet as quickly as possible, because that pays their mortgage, that pays for the pickup they have carrying their produce, that pays for the food and supplies, that pays for the daily survival. And I have made it clear that I have no intention as the Minister of Finance of having any IMF program in Dominica. But we have to continue to be prudent in the management of the finances of the state. We have to ensure that the fiscal policies are adhered to and maintained. And those of us who are charged the responsibilities in very critical areas must be diligent.
The Prime Minister noted that some of the decisions taken by government, including one to keep all public servants, including the non-established workers, can only be maintained through diligence, dedication, and love of country. In more news, Dominica no longer has a full team of FIFA-certified officials.
During a presentation ceremony at the Football House on Friday, 3 officials received their FIFA-certified badges, namely referee Chavis Del Sol, assistant referees Sean McDonald and Clyde Cadet. While acknowledging the drop in number from 4 to 3, President of the DFA, Glenn Etienne, explained that one of the objectives under the association's strategic development plan is to increase the number of match officials on island.
For the year 2017, a total of 4 officials were on the FIFA list of international referees and assistant referees. Unfortunately, This year, we have a total of 3 officials, which means that we do not have a full team of officials since we are short of a referee. While we would like to have a full team, we are nonetheless proud of the 3 officials and trust that they will make us proud at regional and international level whenever the opportunity presents itself. One of the objectives of our strategic development plan, which came into effect in 2017, speaks to the recruitment of match officials to serve the local fixtures as well as regional and international matches. We still have a long way to go in that regard as we seek to improve the pool of match officials both in quality and quantity. Therefore, the onus now is placed at the shoulders of the referees committee and the referees department with the necessary assistance of the DFA to go out there and to recruit individuals to the fold. Once this is done with vigor and in a timely manner, along with the right approach, I have every confidence that the pool of officials will be increased so as to meet the required target.
Etienne warned the officials that they must be dedicated to the task at hand in order to succeed.
You will only succeed if you put in the extra work. You must work harder than before and always look to improve. You can only improve your craft by being right in the thick of things. Ensure that you make yourself available for matches on a regular basis. 2 matches a week is not enough, especially since we are short of match officials. As I said earlier, your performance will constantly be under the microscope since you are a FIFA official. You will be under constant surveillance by the referees committee and the referees department, which I am sure will not hesitate to pull you up when you let down your guards. I can only say without fear of contradiction that the 2 bodies will not condone laissez-faire attitude and behaviors from you, for such an attitude will be to your own detriment and maybe your eventual demise as a member of the FIFA list of officials.
Meantime, head of the refereeing department, Clayton Monroe, challenged the 3 officials to make themselves and country proud during their stint as FIFA certified officials.
Try your best to be good examples. You are the ones whom I trust the young referees will look up to, and I trust in return you will set the example to them. Because as you've been told, we had 4 officials last year. We have 3 this year. FIFA have their reasons why they have diminished our number from 4 to 3. But certainly we take heart, and I trust that Dominica, of course, will not be on playing World Cup football for many years to come. But certainly you are sports ambassadors for the country. Wherever you go, it means that people will know that there's a country called the Commonwealth of Dominica, and the referees from that country are good enough to officiate wherever they are sent.
The 3 have enjoyed FIFA certified status before. In 2017, Clyde Cadet and Sean McDonald were assistant referees, while Travis Del Sol got his referee badge. Reporting for Channel 5 News, I am Andrea Louis.
To end the news, the headlines again. Street jump-up hours reduced as officials scale back carnival celebrations this year. Cable and Wireless Flow registers its commitment to supporting Dominica's carnival. And Ross University asked to consider making redundant staff a priority when operations resume. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel and at tdnentertainment.net. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris, thanking you for joining us. Do have a great weekend.